Did you know right now, more Americans than ever are walking away from their U.S. citizenship in 2024 alone? Over 4,800 people made the decision to cut ties with their homeland for good, and it's not cheap. The United States charges the highest citizenship renunciation fee in the world, $2,350 just to start the process. Now imagine someone offering you $5 million to take that step. No taxes, no ties, no second chances. But how much is a passport really worth? And what's the real cost of losing the freedoms you barely think about today? Stay with me till the end, because the answers might shock you more than the $5 million offer itself. The renunciation process. Walking away from your U.S. citizenship isn't a quick handshake and a goodbye. It's a heavy formal act, one that requires you to physically show up at a U.S. embassy or consulate outside the country. No online forms, no shortcuts. You'll sit through interviews where your motivations, your finances, even your loyalty will be quietly judged. Every form you fill out is dense with legal traps, and every answer you give is locked in government files forever. Then comes the fee, a punishing $2,350 just to process your request. The highest citizenship renunciation fee in the entire world. And even if you're ready to pay, getting an appointment isn't easy. Some embassies are so backed up that you could be waiting 9 months to a year just for a chance to say goodbye. Most people aren't equipped to navigate this labyrinth alone, so they hire specialized attorneys. An extra $5,000 to $7,000 gone before you even blink. In reality, before you ever see that $5 million windfall, you're already bleeding money, time, and energy into a system designed to make sure you never leave easily. And for some, that's the first wake-up call that this decision isn't just bold, it's brutally permanent. The exit tax, a financial hurdle. Maybe you survive the paperwork. Maybe you sit through the interviews, pay the fees, hire the lawyers, and finally make it to the edge of freedom. That's when the real gut punch lands. The exit tax. If you're classified as a covered expatriate, meaning your total net worth exceeds $2 million, or your average U.S. income tax over the past 5 years topped $201,000. The government isn't letting you walk away without paying one last bill. It's not small and it's not negotiable. The IRS treats it as if you sold every asset you own the day before you renounce. Your stocks? Sold. Your businesses? Sold. Your house? Sold. They tax you on the imaginary profit even though you haven't touched a dime. There's an $866,000 exemption in 2024, but it barely shields the wealthier expatriates. For most, it's a devastating financial hit. The idea that you'll take your $5 million, move to a sunny island, and live happily ever after, it's already unraveling. The system is built to make sure that before you break free, you leave a hefty part of your fortune behind. And the sad truth? Most people don't realize how much they owe until it's too late to turn back. Financial implications. Even after you survive the pain of the exit tax, the financial consequences don't just stop. They sneak up where you least expect. Giving up American citizenship means saying goodbye to future Social Security benefits you spent a lifetime paying into, with no way to claw it back. And if you kept retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA thinking they'd be safe, think again. Withdrawals from those accounts can trigger early distribution taxes, eating away at your savings faster than you realize. But it gets worse. If you ever plan to pass wealth onto your American children, you're walking straight into a legal and tax nightmare. Extra estate taxes pile up simply because you chose to step outside the U.S. system. Renouncing citizenship isn't just about cutting legal ties. It's about severing financial arteries you didn't even realize kept you alive. The cost doesn't end with the paperwork. It follows you into retirement, into your legacy, and into every decision you make afterward. Alternative citizenship options. Now comes the next headache, finding a new country to call home. Buying citizenship sounds glamorous until you read the fine print. St. Kitts and Nevis might sell you a passport for around $250,000, but it doesn't offer the same travel access to powerful economies. Malta, if you can swing it, will ask for 1 million euros or more and require a real, meaningful connection to the country. You can't just buy your way in and disappear. Dubai's golden visa? It needs at least 2 million dirhams invested in real estate. And that's just the beginning. Every citizenship by investment program comes with hidden rules, mandatory residency, security checks, sometimes loyalty oaths. You're not buying pure freedom. You're buying a complicated conditional second chance. Lifestyle changes. Swapping passports reshapes your life in ways that no contract can prepare you for. Suddenly, traveling isn't a right. It's a privilege you have to earn with visa applications, interviews, and approvals. Forget hopping across Europe or Asia at a moment's notice. Healthcare systems abroad vary wildly. In some places, you'll need expensive private insurance because public care won't cover foreigners. Think living in Monaco, Singapore, or Dubai sounds glamorous? Real-life cases. Take a hard look at Eduardo Saverin, co-founder of Facebook. He famously renounced his US citizenship right before the company's IPO, potentially saving himself tens of millions in taxes. But it came with a heavy price. Backlash from the public, scathing criticism from politicians, and even proposed laws to ban him from re-entering the country. Saverin isn't alone. Many wealthy Americans have quietly slipped away. But not all stories end in tropical beaches and tax havens. Some find themselves isolated, trapped by foreign bureaucracy, or even regretting the decision when unexpected legal changes slam their new lives. The grass might look greener abroad, but it often comes at a brutal personal cost, emotional and legal consequences. Walking away from the US doesn't just cost money, it costs part of who you are. Once you renounce, there's no easy way back. You can't vote. You can't automatically return if things go south. Need to visit your family? You'll have to apply for a visa like any other foreigner, and visas can be denied without explanation. There's also the emotional toll, losing the identity you grew up with, feeling detached from your roots, and knowing you chose to sever that bond for good. Freedom? Yes, but also isolation. Expatriates often speak of a permanent emptiness they didn't expect, a small but persistent homesickness that money can't fix. At first glance, selling your US citizenship for $5 million sounds like the deal of a lifetime. But when you stack up the exit taxes, the legal chaos, the financial losses, the travel headaches, and the emotional landmines, the real price starts to look much, much higher. For some, it's worth it. For others, it's a mistake they can never undo. Selling your passport isn't just about numbers. It's about identity, future, and freedom in ways that can't be measured in dollars. If this breakdown opened your eyes to the hidden side of expatriation, smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and share this with anyone thinking about making a move. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because we've got way more shocking realities to uncover.